A buzzword in management today, that is Agile. In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can apply the Agile philosophy to your marketing projects and tasks. And just before we begin, Agile is a philosophy, so it's not a methodology in itself like people might think. Scrum, on the other hand, is a practical implementation of Agile. And you hear things like a Scrum Master or a Scrum framework and so on. So at least now you know the difference between the theory and the practice, so let's jump in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Zuma. I'm a digital marketing professional for more than 10 years. I was actually planning to talk about Facebook marketing for social media this week, but something came up and drew my attention to Agile. So I thought I would talk about Agile for marketing and project management rather than the mainstream software development. So why Agile for marketing for something that is already an intuitive way of working? I'm glad you asked that, and simply because Agile provides a simple collaboration way of working that is highly adaptable for change. Something that is crucial for marketing and for the management of smaller projects that are highly dynamic. For marketers, Agile also helps us focus on the customer and foster a customer-centric discipline by providing value more often. I personally found working with Agile for marketing to be more intuitive, more practical, and way easier to collaborate and to report. Especially in a highly dynamic area like marketing, where there's always a search engine release or a new product release that needs to hit the market very soon. Adopting the Agile discipline helps business be dynamic and to change focus very swiftly. And this is unlike the waterfall framework where you have long phases of requirement gathering, then planning, building, testing, and deployment, where each stage takes several weeks or months, and it usually takes us months before we see the end result, which doesn't work in a constantly changing environment like in marketing. So here are 4 principles of Agile in marketing. First, we have the customer centricity. Customers are the most important, and they are the reason why the business exists and grows. So in order to stay focused on the customer and their needs, we create user stories. And the user story is an explanation of the feature from the perspective of the customer. So as a business, you're trying to understand what addition you can do today to provide value to your customer. As A, referring to the customer or the user, I want to referring to an action, so that referring to the value provided or the need that needs to be satisfied. For example, in the case of a motor insurance company on their website, the user can have something like, as a user, I want to fill an application online so that I can get an insurance cover for my car. Or on an e-commerce website, as a customer, I want to receive newsletters so that I can find out about new products I'm interested in. Or for a servicing business, as a customer, I want to invite my friends so that we can enjoy this service together. So what those user stories help us do is to stay focused on what the customer needs and on providing value, and to document these goals in a simple form. Then we have the cross-functional teams, which is a very revolutionary idea. Unlike the old system where you're dealing with a division or a department on the organizational chart rather than a person who's expert in their field, so we form cross-functional teams of designers, content writers, marketing executives, developers, and so on. We all sit together in the same place, working together to achieve one goal. We're fully aware of each other's time and what we're working on, what issues we're facing. We don't need long emails to explain where we are on the timeline of the project, because we have the Kanban task board that explains where we're at and the underlying issues that we're facing at the moment. So we cut down on time spent on emails, documentation, and reporting, because we have a person-to-person interaction on a daily basis. And that is the beauty of Agile. One of the most important ceremonies of the cross-functional teams is the daily stand-ups. This is a daily meeting where the whole team is present. The meeting runs for 10 minutes and it should not exceed that. In this meeting, we discuss what has been done and what we're working on, and any issues we're facing that's blocking progress and that needs attention. It's not a meeting to resolve issues, it's only a meeting to raise those issues. And it's one of the only few meetings in Agile. So imagine you have only one meeting in your day for 10 minutes. Then you have the rest of your day to focus on your job and your creativity, rather than being continuously dragged for long meetings. Can you see now how efficient Agile is in saving time and reducing wasted effort? All of this time is saved to create values to customer. Isn't it great? And there are some interesting tools in the market that help you manage your daily stand-ups and your backlog efficiently, like Monday.com and Trello.com, just to name a couple. You'll find links to both tools in the comments. And the next concept here is to be in a continuous action mode. So the intention here is to focus on what creates value to customers and always have something to deliver. So let this be your sole driver. And as you go, you'll face situations where people asking you to do more than what you have planned for your sprint. Someone would say, but we need to do this before we do that, or something like, let's do this since we're doing that. So you need to learn to be firm in saying no to that and to be able to maximize the work that you do not do. So go back to the user stories to reset priorities, and you can take those extra tasks to your backlog because they don't help you achieve the customer goal of now. And you might also face some situations where people would say, oh, but we don't do it this way. So here you need to be able to negotiate to yes to achieve your customer goals rather than getting stuck into the philosophy of operational dilemma. And Agile is all about adaptability to change, flexibility, and providing values. And the fourth concept here is continuous improvement. So rather than releasing features every 6 months or 1 year, Agile provides the framework where improvement is continuous. And because we're releasing new features and updates every 2 weeks or 4 weeks, we go into an iterative cycle of improvement where we build, measure, and learn. So first we build a feature on the website or launch an ad campaign. Then we measure the success of this feature or this marketing campaign. And if it didn't work as expected, then it's totally fine. We learn, we come up with new ideas, change the wordings of the campaign, or fix a broken feature. Then we go into the cycle again and again until we reach to a stage where the customer is happy, and then we're happy. After building, we have the demo ceremony where we're presenting to the Agile team what we have built. And it's during the retro or the retrospective session that we look back and measure the success and then decide on what the best plan forward is. I hope you found this concept useful for your marketing projects. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And please do subscribe and enable the notification bell so you can receive everything new in this field. And feel free to share and like to support this video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.